The moment they spoke to me, everything in my life shifted. My spirit guides began to speak to me one-on-one during the time of the fall of 2015 when I began doing the exercises and beginning this religious routine that they wanted me to do. I distinctly remember them communicating to me through telepathy, and they set down basically some orders. They said that I could not deviate from it. They wanted me to, one, every day when I came home from work, I had to start working with them. So work never ended for me. They would do the routines with the yoga that I talked about in the other video. They would help me learn more about what it meant to be a druid. But also they wanted me to continue attending Catholic Mass. And I said, well, wait a minute, Catholic Mass, I'm a druid now. That's polytheism. And my high priestess guide says, you will go. Okay, and we will explain to you later why we're making you go, despite the fact you think it is polytheism. So my guides continued to educate me, especially when it came to learning how to use my psychic abilities, learning how to maybe learn the foundations of telekinesis, which was very difficult. I remember them putting a cap on my head, a strange cap that I could feel, almost like a ring around my head, and I had to use my mind to move it off my head, and that actually was very difficult. They would also tell me about where they came from, these druid spirit guides. I mean, I knew them in heaven, obviously, but they, in a previous incarnation on this planet, were members of a ancient druid order, and a very obscure one at that. And they did exercises like the ones they were teaching me that had a lot of pressure. They were a little painful, and they said that pain and pressure purifies. And they told me about the initiation process that they had back in the day. So what they would do is that when a person was ready to be initiated or complete their initiation, they would take this person out in the dead of winter, derobe the person, throw this person into a stream or a river of cold water, very cold water, give this person a black hooded robe, and then that person would have to make his or her way back to the place where the guild or the community was staying. And if that person made it, their initiation would be complete. But if they didn't, well, that's because they died on the way. Apparently, this was not what the ancient druids that were in Britain practiced. And that's why it never was popular. In fact, it kind of died of natural causes. My spirit guide even told me that actually Druidism died on its own, died because of itself, but that's a story for another day. But spirit guides communicate to you with telepathy, and again, it's easy to do. It's just a matter of practice and learning to trust yourself and trusting what you heard. It's like exercising a muscle. You'll struggle at first, it will drive you crazy, but eventually you'll get used to it, and then you'll get good at it. And then you can channel. But another one is you can bring out a Ouija board or an Ouija board. And I know that I just said something very controversial because the board has a very bad reputation. But I will talk about that in detail in another video. So I'd like to know if any of you guys have spirit guides. I mean, do you have one? Do you have two? What they've taught you, what they could tell you, and what they could maybe tell you about someone else. Believe it or not, sometimes spirit guides do pass messages on to other spirit guides to tell a person they're guiding. It's very interesting. And so be sure to like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, I'd love to hear it. And any comments, love to get a discussion going. So have a good day.